Now that we've created our template in Colorway, we can add some dynamic text. Click on the text button here and drag an area where you'd like to add text. I'm going to add it just over here on this grey square. If I go to the text box, I can change the color, center it, and reduce the size a little bit. Then in the Variants tab, I can go up here to where it says Dynamic Mode and toggle that on. Dynamic Mode gives me a few options. The first option is to select the properties of the sheet. So here my sheet's called Color Design, and the reference property says Name, but I can also reference other items relevant to this sheet, including the current variation. Now, because I'm working on this project and haven't uploaded it to this variation, it says working. But as soon as I overwrite that variation, it'll change the name there. So here my variation is called Peach, and down here it's also referencing Peach. Now when I add a new variation, it'll automatically update that variation's name. So I don't have to keep entering the name of my variation every single time. I can have multiple text items all over my sheet. I don't just have to reference the sheet, I can reference parts of my assets. So let's go back to Variants, Dynamic Mode, and maybe I want to drag to pick off this asset. Now I can use the drag to pick like you saw before, or I can use a little link item here and drag it to the specific part on my asset. So let's say I want it to say lace. What it's doing is reading this asset file. I've set up those parts in Modo. You could set them up in Modo or another 3D application. And Colorway will pull that information. Over here on the Properties tab, you can see the referenced item name, and then you've got a selection. You can show the name, or you might want to show the color. It's really up to you. That's how dynamic text works. There are other tutorials on how to link text to a CSV file that you've created in Excel.